Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry it's been a while since we uploaded anything, but life has got in the way. Anthony had a little boy. Work's been busy for me, so we haven't really had much time in the shed, but we've been accumulating some parts, trying to help us to get along the way. Might as well go through some parts, what we've got now, and we'll get to doing some work on the car. So
I thought I'd show you some of the little goodies that we've picked up along the way. We've got ourselves a box of random stuff. I'll pull out in a sec. We've got a nice little turbo from Pulsar, which is a bit exciting. We'll show you that at the end of the video, so keep on watching. We picked up a set of second-hand Mickey Thompson 28 by 9 by 15 inch tires. We're going to use as mock-up wheels, and maybe if they're good enough still do a couple of runs on them. We've also got ourselves a green top Barra out of our LPG. We paid $500 for the whole car, so pretty stoked about that. We're also trying to track down a bell housing, which goes, it's a BTR bell housing that's been modified to suit the Power Glide. There's a fella in Toowoomba who's modifying them and selling them. However, we haven't been able to get one because he's still making the next batch. So next week we'll get one of them, and we'll do a little video on that. All right, we'll show you. I don't know what happened to the GoPro then. It just kind of did a thing. But anyway, we got ourselves a steering wheel with a Boss kit. Picked that up for, I think it was $100. Should be pretty cool. Better than a cruddy old Hilux one. We have a boost gauge out of our another project. We've got either a plumb back for the street or V-port Turbo Smart blow-off valves off old projects. We've got a 3-bar map sensor, box of assorted fittings, a Raceworks saw pot. Had to think about that. We've got 2 Bosch, I think they're 044s, or yeah, 044s for it. We've got an Aeroflow 340 intake pump, lift pump, and we've also got a wideband, brand new. These are all kind of stuff that we've accumulated from other projects that we've been doing over time. And we've got a battery box, which is nothing flash because everyone knows what a battery box looks like. What else? That's about all for this.
got these Bride seats.
Oh yeah, Bride seats.
Got a couple of them.
And we've also got a Commodore fuel tank that we're going to mount up today in today's video. It's kind of a mini truck thing to do, and I sit underneath the tub floor and fit in between the fuel rails perfectly.
Chassis rails. Not
Chassis
fuel
rails,
rails.
not fuel rails. Chassis rails. So we'll drag the old Hilux in and start doing that.
Alright, so this is the Commodore fuel tank we've got. So we've got to throw that in here.
What our plan is, we're going to cut this cross member out. Before we do that, I'm going to run a bit of 25 by 25 RHS up through there, across to this side, which will, the back of the tank will actually bolt up to. Then we'll cut this out, and then on the front side we'll get another bit of 25 by 25 RHS, and then we'll come through and then angle it the same as the fuel tank to clear the shock. And then we're just going to make some little tabs for the straps to go on, and that's pretty much it. It's just pretty simple as that.
Alright, so we'll probably throw up a time lapse and get this done.
thought I'd show you actually how we're cutting these mounts off. We went through with the plasma cutter and as much as we could with the bulk piece. And now actually what we're doing here is we're going through just on the other side of the weld and cutting the plate off. So all you're left with is a little bit of weld, and then we'll go through and clean that off with the flappy disc and make it all nice and neat. Now, we're no welding experts, but that's factory Toyota. I don't believe it. GoPro died and we don't know when it died, so we'll wait until we edit it to find out actually where it's at. Whoop, covering the screen. I feel like a real YouTuber with the whole phone thing right now. Anyway, so we made our cross brace for the front. except for because we're human, somehow we've ended up with a gap. It's probably from when we welded it, pulled it in tight, but meh, you get that. So what we've come up with is some little welding plates we're gonna put in there, if you can see that, and then just weld that to that. Gives a little bit more strength. It's a bit of a overkill, but oh well, you get that in the big jobs. We also brought the whole hilux into the shop shed, whatever you want to call it, so we can get the fuel tank level, because it'd be horrible to have it mounted on a big angle. So that's where we're at now.
Onto straps.
And then onto straps. Strapping.
Strap it on.
We're gonna have a strapping good time. Oh well, we'll get back to it and talk to you soon. Stop this video, go and like and subscribe. If you've got any questions, leave a comment. If you've got any feedback, just let us know. Let's get back to the video.
All right guys, so that's pretty much the tank install pretty much done. So we've used the straps, hold it up so it's easy removal if the tub's on. Some fine welding, not. But yeah, that's it, all done.
She's not going anywhere. Oh well, these guys who stayed to the end, we've got a little sneaky in here. This is our little Pulsar turbo. It's a GT42 with a, was it 1.228 rear? Yeah. Billet wheel. Can't wait to get this bad boy on there. You hear it screaming down the quarter mile.
Picked it up for pretty cheap off someone else's project. Might be a bit big for what we need, but
big is always better. Oh well, that's it for this episode of Forced NA. We'll see you next time.